your micro or on your mega, you should be able to do most of the stuff. We're going to use one black spring, one light spring. So if you're on the mega, put one yellow springs. You're going to keep your chin up, shoulders back. Hang on one sec. We need some music, maestro. Yeah, you can't work out without the music, right? I know, I should have brought the Congo drummers today. Yeah. I'm going to start teaching and drumming at the same time. Yeah. Mic is on. Great. So for this routine today, what I do is whenever I teach virtually, I add more time for each transition. So we put about a 15-second transition between each exercise. And then I always add a little more time to each exercise as well. So each exercise, instead of being a minute, is a minute and 15 seconds. And the transitions are 15 seconds. Normally, when you teach a class, you want 0 transition. But here we need to allow for everyone to move together. Yeah, it fucking sucks. Oh, you think that's it?
We have the music here, but it's messing up. So I can't read the music to play it. Because we need royalty-free music, right?
Yes.
I mean, I could play YouTube, but we're gonna get a strike if we play that.
Let's play YouTube then.
Yeah?
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Looking for royalty-free music? Check out Epidemic Sound. Find your perfect track faster. Cleared for YouTube and social media. Find a subscription for you and start early today. Start the free trial today.
Unplug the hard drive. Unplug this hard drive. Now, let's see if we can work a little magic with all this MP5 driver. Can you redirect the recording to
There you go. Yep. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I think I see that. Okay, good. All right. We're good. Oh my God. Set. I think for the live workout, I think we're gonna have to just stop those live workouts, except for Instagram. It's just like, oh my God. Love technical difficulties. Yes. Thank God for Instagram and Zoom. Ready to go? All right, guys. And ready? Yep. All right. We're going to get started. So first exercise is the chest opener. So you're going to sit on the front platform. You're going to sit in an upright position, shoulders back. Keep the shoulders in the sockets. Placing your hands on the carriage and then slowly pressing the carriage out for 4 counts. So you're going to keep the shoulders in the socket, sit in an upright position, and then use your shoulders and the tricep to slowly press the carriage back. And I'm really liking this exercise to start the class with now. It's just it's great. It gets the shoulders going because it's going to be a lot of movement, the shoulders, the planks, and then the catfish. So I kind of like that. It's a very gentle movement, shoulders back, and then what you're looking for is really opening up the chest slowly. And as you open that chest, you are sitting a little taller. Chest is going to come out, abs are coming in, and then slowly pressing back. Good. I like the colors, guys. It looks really good. Yeah. You guys are actually matching the neon sign. Yeah. You know, look at that. It's all glittery. Okay, feet together, knees together, back straight. And in 10 seconds, we're going to go to the next one, start to work the abs a little bit more. We're going to go into an exercise called the sexy angel. For the sexy angel, you're going to keep your arms, you're going to keep your hands on the carriage, and now you're going to lift your feet off the ground. So what you want to do is you want to keep your legs straight, you want to keep your torso straight, and create basically a 90-degree angle with your waist. The movement is sexy. You're basically slowly just kicking the tricep back, right? So that's what you do with the triceps. Perfect. Very nice. If you have a hard time with this one, you can keep one foot down, one leg up. You can bend both knees if you want to. But what you want to do is really keep isolating the abs and then targeting the abs, stabilizing your body in that V position. Go. Same thing, keeping the shoulders in a socket. Slowly extend the arms back. Keep the abs engaged. Keep the legs straight. Beautiful. Very nice. So if you guys cannot do that at home, you can always bend the legs, put your feet down, and just kind of leaning back a little bit. Good. How you guys doing? Good? Oh, yeah. So warming up the triceps, because after that, we're going to have the bear coming. Yes. So I kind of like that combination of the chest opener, the sexy angel, and then the bear too. It's becoming one of my new favorite combination. All right. In 10 seconds, we're going to keep the same springs, and now we're going to go into a more Lagree exercise with the bear in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so bear 2. You're going to put your feet on the carriage and put both hands on the floor in front of the front platform. You can also put your hands on the platform, and that will be called the bear 1. Good. And go ahead and move your feet out. Move your hands out a little bit more on the floor. There you go, further away. Perfect. And the reason I want you to do this is to drop the hips and then really align the hips with the shoulders so that your back is in a neutral position, but also in a tabletop position. So when you do this exercise, you do not want your hips to come up. You want your hips to stay level with the shoulders. Good. Same thing over here. Keep the shoulders in the sockets. Your arms are straight. The elbows are slightly bent so that your elbows don't absorb the impact. It is your triceps, your biceps. Go ahead and drop your hips a bit more for me. Beautiful. So you're going to feel this in your shoulders, in your triceps, and in your abs. Good. When you move the carriage, we want to do the movement very slowly and with control. So you're going to press the carriage out for 4 count and pull the carriage in for 4 count. So out 1, out 2, out 3, out 4, and in 1, in 2, in 3, good, in 4, beautiful. So slow, controlled, continuous constant tension. Perfect. On the next one, we're going to go right into a tricep dips. Go ahead and bring the carriage back in. And then come up. You're going to place both hands on the handles, feet on the ground. Keep the back straight. And then we'll do a quick set of tricep dips. So this is going to be a minute tricep dip. Make sure you keep your back in a full upright position. Again, try to keep the shoulders in the sockets. And when you lower your body down, keep the shoulders in the sockets. So your range of motion might not be very big, but that's totally fine because we're only looking for the initiation of the movement. If you try to go too far down and you roll your shoulders forward, you're now taking your shoulders out of the sockets, and that is not the tricep dip. You have to keep your shoulders back. You have to keep your shoulders aligned with your ears. Keep that chest open, and then you lower yourself down slowly, and then you push yourself back up. When you push yourself back up, do not lock the elbows at the top of the muscle contraction. Keep your elbows slightly bent again so that your triceps absorb the impact, not your elbow or your shoulders. How are we doing here, ladies? Good so far? Yes? Burning. After that, I was considering doing the catfish, but I'm like, fuck it, we'll do the catfish. The catfish are going to continue to work the triceps. So right now we've been working on the triceps a lot, you know, with the chest opener, the bear, the sexy angel. All these exercises work the triceps. Go ahead, come up, and we're going to go into the catfish. Look at that fantastic transition from Heather. Boom, half a second. Really? Yes. I give you 15 seconds. She takes half a second. That's how fast you should be moving. Now, when you do the catfish on the micro, you can't do it without the springs because the weight of the carriage is so light that I feel pretty comfortable that you can control it. On the mega, you have to use a springs. Do not do exercise without the springs on the mega. On the micro, you can. When you do the catfish on the micro, keep your hips, line up the shoulders, keep the shoulders in the sockets. Arms are straight, but the elbows are not locked, just like Heather. And then you're going to stay on the tip of your toes, and you're going to move the carriage back and forth. When you do the catfish, of course, work your triceps, shoulders, lats, and abs. But really what it is, it's a core stabilizers. So we're not really working the legs in this exercise. What we're doing is the movement of the legs is challenging the isometric hold of the torso. What does that mean? Well, basically the whole exercise is to keep your torso in that parallel position and to not shift your torso at all. By doing so, you should feel the whole time triceps, shoulders, lats, and abs. And that's the recurring theme with the wheelbarrow, plank, bear, constantly working the sim muscles in a sim capacity. Shoulders, triceps, lats, and abs. These are the movements that I want you to feel. These are the muscles I want you to feel when you do this movement. All right, now we're going to go into the legs. And I apologize in advance. So go ahead, put your right foot on the front platform, left foot on the carriage. The first exercise is called the elevator lunge. You're going to place your right foot on the front platform, left foot on the carriage. Now, if you're at home and you're 7 feet tall, you might not be able to do this one, so you have to put your foot where? On the floor, that's right. If you're 8 foot tall, you can do this on this machine. Just put your foot on the ground and you're home free. All right, so when you do the lunge, you're going to keep the right knee right above the right ankle. You're going to keep your torso in a full vertical position. Keep the shoulders back. Keep the left leg straight. You're going to push and pull the carriage with the action of the right leg. The left leg doesn't do anything. Left leg just stays straight. So keep your torso in a full upright position. Keep the right knee right above the ankle. And you're going to lower yourself down slowly for 4 counts. And you're going to slowly pull yourself up for 4 counts. So down 1, down 2, down 3, down 4, and up 1, up 2, up 3, up 4. And when you time that contraction, it's about 8 to 10 seconds to go on the way down and 8 to 10 seconds to come up. So a full repetition when you go down and up is about 16 to 20 seconds. On the next one, you're going to hold it halfway down. You're going to hold it in that golden angle position, the 90-degree angle. Keep the hip aligned the right knee, and then slowly move the left knee in, go into the carriage kicks. So the carriage kicks is an isometric hold on the front leg. This is my favorite exercise or if my favorite type of exercise, because you cannot cheat the movement. You are locked in at that angle where you fully integrate, or you optimize the integration of the front of the thigh with the back of the thighs with the sides. So quads, hamstrings, glutes, inner thighs, outer thighs are all working in this movement. You must keep your right hip at that 90-degree angle. So I'm very sorry, I'm going to bring your hip down. And then, by the way, the taller you are, the less leverage you have, and the more difficult it becomes. Oh, come on, go a little deeper, 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 deeper. Right there, good. Yes, nice. Good. Chelsea's doing great. Now bend, bend, bend that leg, same thing. Drop the hips. There you go, perfect. Again, when you do this exercise, you can keep your hands on the handles for more support. Now go ahead and come up, and then we're gonna go into the standing of the thighs. You're gonna turn facing to the left. Keep your right foot on the platform, left foot on the carriage. Okay, beautiful. So keep your chin up, shoulders back. So for this exercise, usually when I do my exercises, I'll do everything on the right leg or left leg first, and then I'll switch to the other side. Today I'm mixing it up a little bit, and you'll see why. Keep your chin up, shoulders back. So I want you to engage your glutes, keep those abs engaged, and then slowly press the carriage out for the 4 count, and then slowly pull the carriage in for the 4 count. The effort here is to bring the carriage in, not to push the carriage out. But in order to do the exercise, you have to push the carriage out. So when you're moving out, make sure you don't go so far out that you cannot bring the carriage in. You want to go to that point where you almost get stuck, but don't. So out 1, out 2, out 3, out 4, and in 1. Keep your chin up, in 2, in 3, in 4. Beautiful. Now remember that when you do this exercise, do not bring the carriage all the way in. Why, Chelsea? Yes, so the spring helps you in this exercise. So when you do exercise on the front, the spring helps you to do the exercise. That's why I love it. But because it helps you, you have to change your range of motion a little bit. All right, now we're gonna go to the next one, the elevator lunge left leg. So go ahead, turn facing the camera. You're gonna put your left foot on the platform, right foot on the carriage. And then you see why I do my 15 seconds, because it works perfectly, because I have a big mouth and I keep talking and I'm always running out of time. So the reason we do a longer set for each exercise is because I can explain to you. These guys know, by the way, Chelsea and Caroline, they have 2 studios in Portland, right? 2, Mega Burn, yes. Chelsea has a left foot on the platform, Caroline, left foot on the floor. Keeping the torso in a full upright position. Keep your chin up. Slowly go down for the 4 counts, up for the 4 counts. Lagree is a muscular endurance program. What is muscular endurance? It is a combination of cardio and resistance training, which is the best possible way to build muscle and burn fat, if that's what you want. That's what we do, okay? When you do that lunge, you're gonna bring your left hip in alignment with the left knee. That alignment is called the golden angle or the 90-degree angle. I prefer golden angle, it sounds sexier. It does, right? You know, so I prefer golden, but many golden things. Golden everything. Yeah, she knows me. Yeah, we like it sexy. All right, on the next one, you're going to hold it halfway down. You're going to stand up position. We're going to go to the carriage kicks. Why do we do the 2 in combination? We're here to strengthen, tighten, and tone the muscle. Best way to strengthen, tighten, and tone the muscles are with your isometric holds. I have always done isometric holds. Best way to do that. So here we're going to keep the left leg bent at the 90-degree angle. You can actually reach out to the handles. When you reach out to the handles, you're going to lower the weight load on the left knee, so it becomes a little easier on the joints. Trust me, your muscles are still feeling that. You're going to keep the same body alignment and then slowly press the carriage out with the right leg. And remember the tempo. I might not be talking about the tempo every single exercise, but the tempo is done very slowly and with control. 4 counts on the way out, 4 counts on the way in. Also, something I always forget to talk about is the breathing. It is a muscular endurance workout. You have to constantly breathe. Very important. Go out, 1, out, 2, beautiful, out, 3, there you go. I'm gonna grab the body cam very quickly here. I'm gonna show you what Chelsea is doing very well. Love that. So this is Chelsea, everyone. Look at that form right over here. See right over here. See, this is great alignment. Perfect. Lower, bend your left leg a little bit more. There you go. But she keeps also her back straight over here, which is very important. And then from the back, you can see that hips and shoulders are aligned. So creating basically, this will be your ass shot. We're not doing that. There you go. Gratitude shots for you guys right here. And then that's it. There you go. I'm such a pervert. This is definitely a different type of fitness class. All right, bring the carriage back in. And now we're going to go into the next one, the standing on the thighs. Good. So keeping the left foot on the platform, right foot on the carriage. Excellent. Slowly out for 4 counts, slowly in for 4 counts. Good. Now, ladies, enjoy this one because after this, we're going to go into the pressing exercise. Okay, so after that, we're going to go back to the right leg, go into the runner's lunge. Yes. So keep your hands on your hips, shoulders back, slowly pressing the carriage out and pull the carriage in. When you do the standing on the thighs, you should keep an eye on the number on the rail, and every single time you move that carriage out, try to go a little further out. Work on the elasticity of your inner thighs, work on the flexibility of the hip joint. 10 more seconds, and in about 10 seconds, we're going to change the springs. We're going to take off the black, and we're only going to put a red spring. And now we're going to go into our heavy pressing exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, perfect. Bring the carriage in. We're going to remove the black spring, put 1 red spring. There you go. So we're going back to the right foot. First exercise is the runner's lunge. Whoops. Woo. Heather is so strong. There you go. Perfect. So go ahead and put the right foot on the platform and then the left foot on the carriage. Yes, and then when you do that, you have to make sure that your springs are attached the right way. When they're not attached, they kind of slingshot a little bit. There you go. So right foot is on the platform, left foot is going to be on the carriage. For that one, we're going to keep the isometric hold. So go ahead and really bend that right leg a little bit more for me. And I want you to grab those handles right over here. Yes, bend that right leg, keep the right leg bent, and then slowly press the carriage out. Good. And I'm going to show you right here another gratuitous. There you go. That's the alignment right over here. So now those runner's lunge. So now we have the red spring. So this exercise is different than what we did earlier because now we have more tension. So we're keeping the right leg bent and then slowly pressing the carriage out for the 4 count with the left leg. Nice. How's that red spring, okay? Yes. Good. Bend that leg a little bit more for me. There you go. And grab those handles if you can. There you go. So remember that a key to really working on that body is really about the form and the body alignment. As you do this exercise, you try to progressively lower and sink your weight into the right leg. In 5 seconds, we're going to go into the runner's lunge number 2 with the right foot on the floor. Bring the carriage in, and now put your right foot on the ground. So when we have the foot on the floor here, something is happening. The foot is now about 5.5 inches lower. You're going to get a better stimulation on the glute because now your foot is below, your right foot is below the left foot. Make sure you keep holding onto the handle, bending that right leg, and then slowly pressing the carriage out with the left leg. And then notice the quick transition between the runner's lunge 1 and runner's lunge 2 because essentially all you do is move your right foot from the platform to the floor. So again, if you are watching this on YouTube, you will see the avatar and you'll see that body alignment. You'll see the green and the blue line intersecting each other, and that's the 90-degree angle, the golden angle. How are we doing here, guys? Yes, very focused. I love that. For the foot on the carriage, you have different positions. You can actually put your foot just like Chelsea right over here. You can also put your foot on the front of the carriage, which makes it more difficult. You can also put your foot back on the back end of the carriage. If you put your foot on the back end of the carriage, it's going to be easier. You're going to have less resistance, less tension. Sorry. All right, on the next one, you're going to keep both legs bent, and we're going to go into a quick set of pulse. And by quick, I say a minute set of pulse. Keep both legs bent, and now pulse. There you go. Now when you pulse, I want you to go a little lower. Excellent. Now yesterday, I had someone who sent me an email, and I forgot her name. And she wanted to clear the air about a few things she heard. One of the things she has heard is that you cannot pulse against a heavy exercise. Excuse me? What the fuck? Of course you can't pulse when you do a heavy exercise. Who came up with this stupid fucking rule? I have no idea. So whenever you guys hear stupid shit like this, always make sure to email me and I will tell you, you can pulse when you do heavy exercise. I have no idea who came up with this stupid rule. Keep both legs bent. There you go. Oh, look at a little bit of shaking. Oh, we're shaking already. Bend, 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 bend the legs a little bit more. So you see, what makes Daddy very happy is that shaking right over here. Stay right there, and feel that shaking. Oh, yeah. You guys see that shaking there? Yeah, you can't fake that. You cannot fake that. You found it. Found the shakes. Very good. All right, go ahead and bring the carriage in, and we're going to go now into the skating number 2. So you're going to keep your right foot on the floor, left foot on the carriage, and then press out. And I'm wondering why yours just keep coming up. Is this the floor? The floor is uneven. Yeah, there you go, yes. It's the floor. All right, so now we go from runner's lunge number 2 to skating number 2. Why? Because you're going basically from a front lunge to basically a side lunge, a lateral lunge. And it's a very quick transition. When we do the Lagree fitness workout, we're looking for very quick transitions because it's like running. Would you want to stop every fucking minute to adjust your shoes, to change your music? Probably not, okay? When you go for a run, you want to run for 20, 30, an hour. Some people run for 10 hours. It's continuous, uninterrupted. Well, it's the same principle when we do Lagree. You have to keep the body going. So we stay away from this complicated, long transition. We're looking for quick connections. All right, so bend the right leg a little bit more. Bend, bend, bend. Keeping the weight on the back of the right leg. Pressing from the left side. Good. Bend, bend, bend. Look at that low profile from Heather. So here, a lot of goodness. Sometimes if you feel that the carriage or the micro is moving because the micro is so light, you can actually hold it with your hands and you can hold the carriage or you can hold the micro in place. Good. And bend, 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 bend the right leg. There you go. Perfect. Beautiful. And in 5 seconds, you're going to hold it. We're going to go into a pulse in 5, 4, 3. Bend both legs. And now pulse. Up and down. Beautiful. Nice. When you pulse, try to go a little deeper. There you go. Really bend those legs. That's it. When you pulse, you're supposed to pulse at the knee. You're not pulsing, bowing from the lower back. When I teach classes on the Mega, I see a lot of people, basically doing this. You're not giving a blowjob to a camel, okay? You're supposed to bend those legs like this. That's what you're doing. Yes. Okay, that's pulsing. This is something else. I don't know what it is. That's pulsing, okay? Good. Yes, I can tell. That's a gratitude shot for you guys right there. Thank you, Christian. Yes, we want more of that shot, please. And for the users on Instagram, I'm sorry, you only see this from this little square. You're missing all the action. You're gonna have to go on YouTube when this video is edited later, and then you'll see what we're talking about. All right, perfect. You got a few seconds left. And then we're going to go back into one black spring, take off the red. We're going to go into the escalator lunge, right leg. So bring the carriage back in. Take off the red, and we'll put one black. There you go. All right, so for the escalator lunge number 2, place your left foot on the floor, place your right foot on the carriage. And again, I like to have the foot here on the floor because, again, we benefit from that difference in the feet level, the level of the feet. And you get a better, it's actually easier to get in the 90-degree angle, golden angle with the foot on the floor, foot on the carriage. And you get a better stimulation. You target the glutes better when your foot is on the carriage. Good. Caroline, go ahead and move your left foot back a little bit more. There you go. Yeah. You can move the micro, yes. There you go, perfect. And then slowly pushing it out. and then bring it back in. And if you want to move your left foot back further from the front, that will make it a little easier, less tension. So what I like about having the foot on the floor, it's also a great way to gauge the amount of resistance you can. So here, by moving the foot further in front or further forward or away from the front platform, you will actually have a little less tension from the resistance. It's the magic of the micro. That's how it works. On the next one, you're going to hold it halfway down. You're going to stay at that golden angle position, and we're going to kick the carriage out with the right foot. So we're going to keep the torso in the full upright position. We're going to keep our left leg straight and keep all the weight of the body on the front right heel, not on the back, on the front heel. Good. Now the escalator lunge probably be best with one wide spring. If you have a black spring, the black spring is still a little too much support. So the white springs are arriving, I think, next week, or they're arriving right now. They're on the water. They might be in Long Beach already, I'm not sure. Good. But I cannot wait for the wide spring because they're actually going to make the workout so much more effective when you do exercise on the front and also exercise on the back. Good. How are we doing here? Good? Yes? All right, baby. There you go. You're welcome. Yes. Oh, I don't know if I can keep her stable. That's a lot to ask, okay? Bend that leg. Keep that body in a full upright position. And the most important thing when you do all of these exercises is to keep that constant tension in the muscle. Okay, keep those muscles constantly contracted. All right, going to bring the carriage back in. We're going to go back to the skating number 2. We're going to remove the black spring, put one red spring only, and then we're going to go skating number 2 with the left foot on the floor and the right foot on the carriage. So again, over here, what you can do is you can keep your hands on the handles for more support, keep the left leg bent, and then slowly press the carriage out with the right leg. And Chelsea's doing a fantastic job here. So I'm going to show you a great angle. Look at that angle, perfect. And then just working the back of the left leg, just like that. Very nice. Go ahead and bend the legs a little bit more. Try to sit back as much as possible. There you go. The more of a 90-degree angle you have in the left leg, the more you'll start to get the glutes and hamstrings. Very nice. Sorry to keep messing it up, darling. Oh, there you go. That's it. Perfect. So keeping the left leg bent, pressing the carriage out. You got it. So we got 20 more seconds. How are we doing over here? Good? You feel that? Oh, Chelsea. Oh, shaking already. Yes, good. Woo. That's it. And then make sure you shift your body to the right a little bit more. There you go. That's it. So when you do the skating, you want to make sure that you put an equal amount of weight on the left and on the right side. Now go ahead and keep both legs bent. Bring the carriage in and then start to pulse. Pulse up and down. Go up, 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 up. Perfect. Up. Look at that shaking. Up, up. All right there. Good. I'm going to show you 2 things that I love when you do my classes. Okay? So when I teach Lagree, go ahead, bend the legs. Hold it right there. So first, I love that shaking right over here. You see that shaking? Yeah. So that's number 1. When you do Lagree, there's 3 S's. The first S is the shake. The second S is this, is the sweat. Do you guys see that sweat on that body right over here? Oh yeah, right there. See? That's what I'm talking about, okay? The sweat. What is the third S? Sebastien, yes. What's the third S? The third S is soreness. Yes, soreness, yes. So when you do Lagree, you promise 3 things. You promise to shake, to sweat, and to get sore, okay? Now the verdict is out if you have to get sore from a workout. I know I love being sore from a workout. I've been sore for the past 35 years. All right, on the next one, we're gonna bring the carriage back in, and then we're gonna take off the red and put a black spring. You can also do this one without the springs, but that would be a lot more difficult because you would not get the support of the spring. So right foot on the floor, away from the platform though, and then keep the left foot on the carriage. You're gonna slowly lunge down and out, keeping the left knee aligned with the left ankle. Good. Every single time you do this movement, try to go a little further out, keeping all the weight on that left leg. Good. Oh, I love that shaking, Chelsea. You brought it. No, I love that. I have people just like, oh, am I supposed to shake? I'm like, yes, you are supposed to shake. That's what you want to work, to the shakes. Good, and then slowly out, and then long stride on this one. You really want to go long and really bending that left leg, keeping that knee right above the ankle. Yes, you want to go deep, in other words. Nice, deep and slow. Good. In about 15 seconds, we're going to go into our carriage kicks. And again, I love the carriage kicks. The carriage kick is really the juice. The first exercise really kind of work, the connective tissues. And then we hold it at that 90-degree angle. We really, optimize the strengthening, tightening, and toning benefit of the movement. Go ahead, hold it halfway down. Stay there, and then just slowly kick the carriage back and forth, pressing from the left heel. Good, holding that stomach in. Good. This is a wonderful exercise, and it's a wonderful sequence actually. If you do this at home, you should be feeling it, everywhere. Quads, inner thighs, glutes, hamstring, outer thighs. Good. As we get tired, our body has a tendency of standing up a little bit more because we're stronger. That's a stronger hold. Try to force your body to stay down and really stay at that low angle. Also, you're probably going to be cramping a lot. So when you cramp or you feel the muscle burning, focus on breathing. It's going to do two things for you. First of all, if you focus on breathing and you breathe more, it's going to help you to clear out all this buildup of CO2 in your body. So really get some clean oxygen to metabolize more energy. And also it's going to take your mind off the cramping, really focusing on the breathing. So breathing is essential when you do all these movements, especially as you get toward the back end of the workout. Right now we have about 10 seconds left in this exercise and about 14 minutes left total. I can't believe it told me it's already 2/3 of the workout. It's so fast, right? Amazing how 40 minutes can be so fast. All right, bring the carriage in. We're going to go right into the runner's lunge, right foot. So put the red spring on, take off the black spring. Nice. And now we're going to put the right foot on the front platform, left foot on the carriage. We'll do the first exercise for 90 seconds. And then right after that, we'll go to runner's lunge 2. So you'll notice that when you see me teaching the classes on the micro, I like to pair the front lunge with the elevator lunge with the front lunge. And I love to pair the runner's lunge 1 with the runner's lunge 2. Good. So keeping the left leg bent, keeping the hips and the shoulders square, all the way on the back of the left leg, keeping the left knee at the 90-degree angle, slowly extending, slowly pushing the carriage out for 4 counts. So out, 1, out, 2, out, 3, out, 4, and in, 1, in, 2, in, 3, in, 4. Perfect. Slow, controlled, continuous, constant tension. Make sure that for the handles, you grab the handles. You can also use the handles to pull your upper body closer to the ground and then basically have a deeper stimulation in the back of the left leg. Nice. You can also grab the front platform, just like Heather's doing right now. If you grab the front platform, that is going to force you into a lower angle, or actually a higher angle, a lower profile. And you will get more glute activation with the hands on the platform or on the floor. Go ahead, bring the carriage in, and then quickly switch your foot from the platform to the floor. Now we're going right into the runner's lunge number 2. So the only difference between runner's lunge number 1 and number 2 is the position of the foot, which is now on the floor. It was on the platform, and now it's on the floor. Hips and shoulders square, keeping the shoulders in the sockets, keeping the back straight, and then slowly move the carriage out with the right leg, keeping the left leg static. Basically, this is our isometric hold. Same thing over here. You can have your hands up on the handles, hands down on the platform, or hands totally down on the floor. If you have your hands down on the floor, again, it's going to force your left leg into a deeper angle. And then try to bend that leg a little bit more. Oh, yeah, look at that. Damn, Heather. Woo. Yes. Now, as you do this movement, very important to keep your stomach in, keep your hips and your shoulders square, right? Yes. There's no twisting, no rotating, not a hip coming up, right? We want a clean angle, 90-degree angle. Good. And of course, don't forget to breathe. Look at Chelsea shaking like this. I love that. Yes. I love when they shake. Nice. All right, 10 seconds. You're going to keep both legs bent, and then we're going to do our pulse. Now, keep both legs bent, and then for the pulse, you can put your hands back up on the handles, and then pulse a little bit. There you go. When you pulse, it is essential to keep here the left knee right above the left ankle, and to keep the right knee underneath the right hip. And then essentially, when you do your pulse, it's a very short motion, very small motion. You can pulse fast if you want to. You can pulse slower, but a pulse is basically a quick burst, right? And it's a short burst of motion, short explosive burst. You don't have time to come all the way up or to go all the way down. You basically stay within that 90-degree angle. Beautiful. How's that? Nice. Oh, and after that we have the spider kick. Left side, yes. So I had a request to do some spider kicks today, so we'll do that. Huh? Per request, I remember that. Darwin, how are we doing on the Wi-Fi? No drop? Okay, good, perfect. All right, in 10 seconds, we're gonna go into the spider kick left side. You're gonna shake for this one. All right, so go ahead and get on the platform. You're gonna be facing this way. You're gonna put the right knee on the platform, left foot on the carriage. You can also put your right knee on the floor if you want to. And then when you do this, we want to have one red spring, right? Okay, good. You have the red spring, perfect. One red spring. So I'm gonna show you the different foot position. So over here we have the knees on the front platform, but you can also put your left foot here on the back of the carriage, and Heather has her foot on the front of the carriage. Look at that shaking. If you guys want to know if Heather shakes, she does. Now look at that shaking right over here. Yeah. And now I'm gonna get Heather right over here. Look at that shake right over here. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Nice. Well done. If it's not shaking, it's not working, right? Beautiful. This is great. I like that. The angle is fantastic. All right, beautiful. After this one, we're gonna combine this spider kick with the bungee kick. Yes. Again, I told you, you're gonna love this routine. So the Micro is fantastic to work core. There's no other machine on planet Earth that can do what the Micro does for the core. But you can also you can get great inner thighs, legs, outer thighs, everything, and especially for the butt. Go ahead, bring the carriage in. And now we're gonna go into the bungee kick left side. So you're gonna keep your right knee on the platform, and we're gonna put the left foot, we're gonna put the bungee around the left foot. So we're gonna keep the left leg bent, and then slowly press it up and then down. That's it. Now when you do this exercise, I see some people pulsing. You can pulse if you want to. I like to feel the bungee and really kick really high, and then bring it half down. Do not bring the knee all the way down, because again, you're gonna lose the tension on the bungee, and we don't want that. You wanna keep tension on the bungee and then just slowly press up. Nice, good. Flex the foot and then slowly up, beautiful. When you do this exercise, you're gonna be pressing the heel to the ceiling. You're not pulling the heel over to your head. A lot of people have a tendency of kind of bringing the foot over their lower back across. That is not the exercise. The exercise is to go straight up to the ceiling, because what we don't want to do, we don't want to shorten the space between the vertebrae in the lower back. So when you bring the foot over like this, you are compressing the lower back, and that's what sometimes people feel pain. So in order to avoid this, we want to bring the heel straight up to the ceiling and preserve the length, okay, in the lumbar area, the lower back. If that makes sense. That's it. Slowly up and down. You guys feel that? I'm thinking I should have done a little bit more time, right? No? You sure? All right. On the next one, we're going to switch. We're going to go to the bungee kick, right leg. Oh, yeah. Since we're in that position already, might as well. Now, I want to start a new type of class, guys, and you have to tell me. I'm thinking about doing a micro class next time and only do the right leg. That's it. And then you have to come back the following week to do the left leg. You know why I like that? It's because it forces you to come back for the next workout. I'm telling you. I might do it. I'm kidding. Bend the leg. That's it. Right foot. There you go. All the way up. All the way down. No, sorry. All the way up. Halfway down. Good. So again, really focusing on the action of the glute, pressing out, and again, pushing the heel straight up to the ceiling, not over your body, okay? We're not doing this. We're doing straight up like this. Nice. Excellent. Good. Oh, yeah. Excellent. We're nearing the end of the workout. I'm going to give you a close-up shot to these ladies. Yeah, so if you want to grab their workout, you know, you'll be able to see it on YouTube and Lagree Home, of course, with the music and all the proper visual aids and all that stuff. There you go. Flex the foot. There you go. Beautiful. A little higher. Yes, right there. That's it. Up and down. Good. Working the back of that right leg. You got it. Excellent. Nice. Squeezing the glutes. Perfect. Excellent. We have a little animation over here. Go ahead, guys. Now go into the spider kick. Spider kick. Yes. So left knee on the platform, right foot on the carriage. Excellent. Thank you. Perfect. So hands on the floor, left knee on the platform, right foot on the carriage, and then slowly pressing the carriage out. Karen, I love it. I love how you have your hands almost in front of you, almost kind of a downward position. Yes, slapper. Exactly. Good. Remember, some people might get offended over there. We don't give a shit. They're in the wrong channel for this. I like to have your hands in kind of front of you. Almost could do like a downward position on this. Almost like a downward dog. Yeah. Yeah. Good. There you go. Nice. Excellent. All right, so 40 more seconds. Working that right leg. On this one, you know, I selected one red spring, but I think you could easily do one red and one black, even a red and a gray spring. Two springs are coming up, white and gray. White is going to be the super light, and the gray is going to be in between the black and the red. I felt it was needed to have a little bit more choices with the tension. Slowly pressing the carriage out with the right leg. Beautiful. Go out. 1, out. 2, out. 3, out. 4, in. 1, in. 2, in. 3, in. 4. All right, we have about 3 minutes left. We're going to bring the carriage in. We're going to remove the red spring, go into the black spring, and then go into the reverse giant wheelbarrow. We're going to finish with some core work. I did not use the cables today because our stage here is small. So because we have this micro in close proximity, no cable work today. But you could certainly do some arm exercise after this sequence. This is a great sequence for your legs. Definitely could do more on the obliques and then arms if you want to. The reverse giant wheelbarrow is my favorite exercise. I get this all the time. What is your favorite exercise, Sebastien? Reverse giant wheelbarrow has always been my favorite exercise. Good. So keep the shoulders in the sockets. Slowly press the carriage out. Good. And then move the carriage in. Good. And on this one, simply going to work on that range of motion. Every single time you go back, try to go a little further back. Keeping the shoulders in the sockets, keeping the hips aligned with the knees and the shoulders. And then when you do this movement, you're going to pull from your arms and and I want you to feel the triceps, I want you to feel the lats, I want you to feel the abs the entire time. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Try to go a little deeper. Feel that? So last week, or a few days ago, I did this with Ali, and we had actually an apple box underneath the back end of the micro. It was fantastic because when you have your micro up at an angle, now you feel more the triceps and more the lats and more the shoulders. In 10 seconds, we're going to finish with the child pose. You're going to put your hands on the floor and sit on your heels. In 5, 4, 3, 2, stay right there. Yep, you can keep your hands on the platform or on the floor and then just stretch. Beautiful. That concludes the workout today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you guys are at home and you want to buy a micro, go to shopmaximumfitness.com if you want, and then we're going to have more workouts. So we're doing workouts on LagreeHome.com, on LagreeingInAtHome.com. It's all on the Sim portal. And there you go. And then, of course, we're going to continue posting some pre-workout on YouTube, guys, because we want to make sure that you know what to do with the micro. How you guys feel? Feel okay? Yeah? Thank you. No, you guys are amazing. Thank you for coming. Good job, Heather. Chelsea, how you feel? Good? Shaky? Shaky but great. Yes. All right, so there you have it, guys. Thank you. We'll see you next time. You're welcome.